Were you, did you enlist or were you
I was
drafted?
drafted,
What year was that?
53.
How young were you?
I was 23.
You were 23, so you graduated from high school.
Well, I was out of high school when we worked on the farm
Where was that?
in Menominee Falls, actually, right where Costco is. That buffet right there came out of the house right behind you. And when I tell the kids, I said, we're going to the barnyard, they understand. I said, right where Costco sits today was the barnyard.
Where did you go for your basic training then?
Fort Leonard, Missouri. So then I was at every improving grounds. It was November time, and the colonel, because we were getting done with our class, by that time I had a year in already, or a little over. Then he said, you guys are going to go to Korea. So he said, I'll help you get a special pass over Thanksgiving to take your wife home. So he fixed up the pass. So we drove home, and then I somehow got, I think my parents paid for a flight to fly back to Washington D.C. I took a train back, and the sergeant told me I should come and stay by his house for the last couple of weeks. So I stayed there, and when the orders came, again, there were 3 of us out of the class that picked not to go to Korea, but we went to Fort Bliss, Texas, is on the border, right by El Paso. I don't know if you know that, but, and then when I got there, that was in the fall of the year, we got off the train after 3 days. I and 2 other guys with our army, little clothes on. We get off the train at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's 65 degrees, and we're standing there with our wool uniforms on. I said to some of the other guys, I said, hey, there's a USO place right here or something, because I've seen the sign up at the tree depot. I said, and our order says we don't have to report to midnight. So let's go over there and look over the town a little bit. So we went over there and took off our heavy clothes. And lucky we had some civilian clothes with us and changed clothes. And then walked around town, and we had lunch at the USO and stuff. And about 8 o'clock at night, we called a number that was on from the USO to pick us up at the USO downtown, because I guess it was about 4 or 5 miles from the Fort Bliss. So then they picked us up, and then we were living in at that time they were trying to revamp some of the base, I guess, or whatever it was. So we were based in what they called the prison camp, because they were using that temporary for barracks, and it was 4-man huts, and all we had was a gas stove in the middle. And we lived there until when it come to be Christmas time. I got assigned to a detachment, which meant there's only 10 or 12 people in that unit. And we were taking care of radar sets in Fort Bliss, but most of our work was done on White Sands Proving Ground, artillery and missile range out in White Sands, New Mexico, which is about 50 miles north and a little bit west of Fort Bliss, but it's in New Mexico. So we'd have to drive up there with our Army vehicles and stuff, and work out in White Sands and fight the White Sandstorms, eating sands with our lunch and stuff. And it was an interesting operation. But see, we were under a highly classified material. We were not allowed any pictures or any cameras or any material that we had. We could not bring out or take anything in, because it was all, that time the missile business was all heavy classified. So to get into that program, somehow I was cleared for a heavy classification.